Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Amway Arena and really an historic day for the Orlando Titans. My name's Dan Pearson. I'm Vice President of Communications for the Orlando Titans, and we have two great announcements today that are going to really have a significant impact not only on professional lacrosse here in Orlando, but also for youth programs throughout the state of Florida, and hopefully that will be for years to come. At this time, I'd like to welcome Steve Donner, President of the Orlando Titans, for our first announcement. Steve.
Thanks, Dan. Welcome, everyone. In particular, welcome to, I see some young players out there with sticks that are definitely the future of lacrosse here in Central Florida, and it's one of the reasons why we're here today. Back in August, when we announced that we were moving the Titans to Orlando, we really made two promises, two pledges. One, we really felt confident that we could bring a championship caliber team to Orlando that Orlando would be proud of. And number two, and just as important to us, and hopefully to you, is that we were prepared to make a long-term commitment to develop the youth lacrosse talents of this area to really turn it into the next power state of lacrosse in the United States. And so today's announcement really sort of accents our first big steps in heading in that direction. You can't build a winning team without certain components, and certainly the component you have to start with is leadership and a game-breaking player that can make a difference on the field, in the locker room, and when needed, pick the team up on his back and carry them to victory. And I'm so proud to announce today that we have signed such a player, and that is Powell to a 2-year contract with the Orlando Titans. Actually, he hasn't signed the contract yet. We're going to do that in just a moment. But he's agreed to sign it. I've been fortunate to draft Casey into professional lacrosse when he first became a pro. After following him at Syracuse, we knew he would be destined for greatness in both the indoor and the outdoor game. So for us to be reunited is something very special to me. And again, if you go in our locker room and you ask players, who they line up behind, who they're willing to follow, it's a player like Casey, a guy with a natural love of the game, natural talent. He's worked very, very hard to take his natural talents and take it into something very, very special. And I think just as important in our signing is his commitment to grow the game. And for us, it's a win-win. And so part two of our announcement, which we'll have Nate talk about in a moment, is a program that we're kicking off under Casey's really tutelage, and really it's his vision as to what we can do to help grow the game of lacrosse. Starting in Central Florida, but sort of spreading out as far as we can feasibly get. But at this moment, I'd like to join Casey to have his contract signed. It's my pleasure to introduce to you our newest player and captain, Powell.
Thank you very much, Steve. And first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for showing up here today. It means a lot to me to have support in the area. I've been down in the area now for a couple weeks and looking for a place to live, but have been overwhelmed with the support from the lacrosse community. And I certainly vouch to give everything back that you guys tend to give me. Thank you to our sponsors, and thank you to the Orlando Sports Commission, Amway Arena, and all the youth groups that have been supporting us so far as we've been in town. I'm very excited. A lot of people don't know, but the last 3 years we started as an expansion team in New York City. Last year we were the Eastern Conference champions who fell a little bit short in the finals to Calgary. Well, we have everybody back this year. a team that includes 4 players on the U.S. national team and 3 players on the Canadian national team. And I think we're going to be a lot of fun to watch. I think we're going to be very high scoring, and our defense is very tough, and we have one of the top goaltenders in the league. So indoor lacrosse is a little bit different than field lacrosse, but it's very exciting and something that I've learned to love over the course of the past 10 years of playing professional indoor lacrosse. I also would like to thank the Director of Lacrosse Development, Nate Snyder. Number one on my priority here in the Orlando area is to gain exposure to the sport and change Florida not only to one of the fastest growing sports in lacrosse, but to make it a national hotbed. And I think we can do that through hard work and efforts and bringing in the top players and instructors in the area and using our connections that we have in the lacrosse community throughout the Northeast to make that a reality. So you young players sitting in the stands here today and you high school players here, my coach once said to me, he said, "Casey, if you can do the little things, there's a chance that someday you'll be able to do something big." Well, here we are unveiling a brand new lacrosse team, the first professional lacrosse team in the state of Florida. I'm honored to be a part of this, and I'm speaking on the behalf of my teammates that we are going to come down here and give everything we got to the area, both on and off the field. So thank you very much. I look forward to being a part of this community.